You can feel his heart when you're in his presence. And just being in his presence is healing, I think. When I was having a mental health crisis, I was burnt out from working in healthcare myself. I knew that Deb would be there to help lift me up again. I love dancing. And in
Mm-hmm.
fact, that is actually how I met Dr-Deb. I want to tell a funny story. I went in late to one of these ecstatic dance classes. I'm dyslexic. I'm very smart, but I'm dyslexic. It's almost like magic. It really is. It's almost like absolute magic because, and I believe that music and frequency and vibes and resonance, it's healing. Like I have these tools within me to moderate my existence. I always felt safe with you and able to come in completely as I am, just and be accepted for that. And that's a big deal. I mean, you changed my life. And, you really changed my life when I really needed it. Just meeting you and dancing with you changed my life.
You knew me, right? So it was easier for you. But for people
Yes.
who
Yeah,
doesn't, yeah,
yeah.
for you, because like as you said, right?
Another holistic guru wants to
Yeah,
teach me how to breathe.
yeah. So for those people who are in the need of the things that you also needed when you needed the most, what would you tell to them who don't know me as much as you did? Namaste. Thank you so much for your time today. I really appreciate you for being here and sharing your experience. So thank you so much once again for your time, Annette. Thank you.
My pleasure. My name's Dr. Annette Horan, and an artist, gardener, sailor, doctor of Chinese herbal medicine and acupuncture, former professor, and a mom mostly. And did I say gardener? I love gardening.
Yes, yes.
I love dancing. And in
Hmm.
fact, that is actually how I met Dr-Deb. My journey with Deb started much earlier than when we were doing the Bhagavad Gita chants. We met at a dance holistic festival,
Hmm.
and he was practicing Thai massage
Interfusion.
and interfusion. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I want to tell a funny story. I went in late to one of these ecstatic dance classes, and they have a rule where you are done dancing with somebody, you put your hands together, and then that's a thank you and move along. And I didn't know that. And Deb was dancing, and then I'm dancing, and then he goes like this, and because I think he was done with me. And then I just start going like that. It was good fun. I've known Deb for many years now, and he's a good friend. And I had asked him back in the day if he ever wanted to chant with me because I really do like singing.
Yes.
So when he started the whole Bhagavad Gita workshop, I was all about it. I didn't realize that wasn't really much singing, it was chanting, but I really enjoyed it, especially because Deb's so accommodating. I'm dyslexic. I'm very smart, but I'm dyslexic. And Sanskrit words are have a lot of characters in them.
Mhm.
And Deb would break it up into different colors for me. He was so patient with teaching me the pronunciation. It was a lot of fun and it entertained my mind. I like learning complex things. So I really enjoyed that. And then, yes, I love doing the Yoga Sutras. And I got to see Deb grow and develop his holistic healing practice and have it evolve and change. And so when I was having a mental health crisis, I was burnt out from working in healthcare myself, I knew that Deb would be there to help lift me up again and with kindness and love because you can feel his heart when you're in his presence. And just being in his presence is healing, I think.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Annette. And thank you so much for sharing this. Also, I still remember that suggestion, going back to what you just shared regarding the mantras about the colors and all that. That was such a brilliant idea of how to divide the aksharas, the syllables. I'm still using it and people love it. Those who are advanced students, they also love it. And thank you for sharing those kind words. Very kind. And regarding the transformation, when we did that in 2023-24, that was several months, right? Several chapters we did together as a group classes, right? So in terms of that mantra chanting, or in terms of our interaction one-on-one, what transformation happened within you? What changed in just those few months? Would you like to share that, please?
I think I could go down a rabbit hole with the different things that have transformations that have happened based on integrating the Ayurvedic stuff with the Chinese medicine stuff and just my own life. But I think when we were doing the chanting, it helped like me be more present and thoughtful with my words. I gave my mind something, a puzzle to figure out, but at the same time, flows like a complicated flow state, if that makes sense, which is something that I think I kind of crave. Not to mention, I learned a great deal about a culture that I didn't really know anything about. You
Yeah.
know, and I would tell people, "Oh, I'm learning Sanskrit," and they're like, "Oh, you are?" I'm like, "Yeah."
And I still remember when I was teaching that shloka of the war is starting and everybody is blowing their conches, and you were so excited. And I actually got this conch when you were curious about when I was teaching the shloka about conch. Krishna is blowing his conch, Arjuna is blowing his conch, everybody is blowing their respective conches. And you were like, oh my God, conches, I love blowing conch shells. So I actually got this from Varanasi just to actually blow it and show. So yeah, I still remember that every little detail that he will ask. So in terms of benefits of your physical, any specific physical benefit, mental, emotional benefit, or spiritual benefit you would like to share that stands out to you in terms of transformation in those sessions of mantras or during even our one-to-one session? Yeah.
Yeah, and our one-to-one sessions too, I think mindfulness is like a buzzword right now, and I feel like it's kind of overused in the holistic healing community. It like, but I do feel like you can say, "Oh, I'm going to be more mindful," but when you actually integrate these specific practices like auditory. We did the mudras, we did breathing, and I tried doing yoga with you, but I'm too out of shape. But there's so many, there's so many facets to wellness that I think you need the whole approach. And so I can't really pick out one thing, but I do feel stronger in my mind and in my and body and more equipped to handle stressful situations in the past with patients and in interpersonal situations as well. Just being
Mhm.
able to step back and yeah.
Wonderful. So I still remember that we were doing those bija mantras, that seed chants in terms of our mantra chanting sessions, one-to-one specifically. We will take one line and we will take 2 or 3 line chants. Since you love singing, we were doing
Yes.
more sort of singing in the, I got
Oh, I
more
remember
opportunity to do
that.
singing.
Yes. Yeah, that was a lot of
We got
fun.
more opportunity of singing part when I took small mantras and let you sing. How did that affect to you in terms of your any kind of shift that you realized when you were singing those words that I expressed the meaning of, and you knowing the meaning when you were just repeating it? How did it feel internally at that moment?
It's almost like magic. It really is. It's almost like absolute magic because, and I believe that music and frequency and vibes and resonance, it's healing. And oh gosh, it's hard to describe because it's like I don't know. So if you're watching a movie and they start playing like a soundtrack in the background and your mood starts shifting before even anything happens on screen, it's like that, but within yourself. Like I have these tools within me to moderate my existence. I can howl and scream and cry, or I can sing a chant that even if I didn't know the meaning, obviously learning the meaning is just more impactful, but just that frequency, that the specific tones and things. And as somebody from Baltimore who has spent her whole life trying to unlearn the Baltimore accent, which isn't a bad thing, but it's just a challenge in learning a whole another language that has different, yeah, just different tonal qualities than English in general, and certainly someone from Baltimore. It's so it makes you it makes your mouth work in a way that's
Yeah,
different.
we call it
And then
Sanskrit is the yoga of the mouth because the tongue moves in different positions to utter different syllables and different
yeah,
consonants, different vowels. So it's a yoga of the mouth, we say, Sanskritam.
it's funny too because in Chinese medicine they say that the oh man, I think now this might I actually have to fact check this, but I think the heart opens to the tongue in Chinese medicine, and so like what you say and how you speak, and I think there's a heart mind body
Alignment.
connection
There's an alignment
when you
there.
sing. Yeah.
Connection. Wow.
And if you look at Western medicine like developmental psychology, like physiological psychology of children, the tongue is connected to fine motor skills. So that's why you see when you see artists drawing and they stick their tongue out, they're like,
Hmm.
like that's because you're doing.
Oh, I never
Yeah, if you ever
actually.
see a little kid like
Yeah,
writing,
yeah.
and they're like, that's because there's
Super.
a connection in the brain.
Never saw
Yeah.
it that way. Thank you. Thank you, Annette. Yeah. Thank you for sharing that part. So, Annette, as per your experience, what makes these programs unique in your experience? Whether it's a group coaching sessions like the mantra chantings, or even more specifically our one-to-one sessions, you can say on both regards. For you, what was special here?
They're both special in different ways. I think in both cases, my needs and the group's needs and learning were very thoughtfully customized to what I needed or what the group needed and what I liked doing. And so you would modify our curriculum as to what was more suited to my needs at the time. So
And regarding one-to-ones, anything that you would like to share that what was special for you? What stood out for you in that couple of that we worked together?
I always felt safe with you and able to come in completely as I am, just and be accepted for that. And that's a big deal.
Thank
It's a
you.
big deal.
Thank you. Thank you so much. That's really, it's deep gratitude for me as well. And hearing you saying that. So thank you so much for sharing that part. Yes, big deal for me also. It just inspires me to continue what little thing I have been able to do. So thank you for sharing that. Annette, your message to someone who is considering joining any one of these programs, like whether it's group chanting sessions or whether it's a one-to-one coaching in holistic health and healing, what would you say to them? What would be your advice to them from your lived experience with our journey?
I mean, you changed my life. And you really changed my life when I really needed it. And I think somebody, even if someone isn't in a crisis situation, like before that, just meeting you and dancing with you changed my life. And I'm grateful. And when saw that you were doing this holistic coaching program, I just, wow, that makes sense.
Thank you. And if you see that someone is on the edge, they're not being able to decide whether they should go or not go, you knew me, right? So it was easier for you. But for people
Yes.
who
Yeah,
doesn't, yeah,
yeah, yeah.
for you, because like as you said, right?
Another holistic guru wants
Yeah,
to teach me how to breathe.
yeah. So for those people who are in the need of the things that you also needed when you needed the most, what would you tell to them who don't know me as much as you did?
I say this guy knows his stuff. And it's not just about knowing it. You practice it yourself. You're not just telling people to do these things. You are living it, you are doing it, you are changing the world, your own lives and others. And it's not just, I know you care. And it's not just because of our friendship. I know you care about people and making the world a better place.
Thank you. Thank you, Annette. Thank you so much. Finally, anything for closing? One line that you would, or your wisdom you want to share? Because see, I should tell our viewers that it was my pleasure and honor to see also Annette become Dr. Annette, while she saw me also Deb become Dr.
Yeah,
Deb.
we did that
Because during the same
kind of.
time, yeah, during the same time, high five on that. And yeah, it's also on the holistic health and healing modalities, right?
Yeah.
So for you, as you want to share some wisdom in terms of our journey, in terms of these offerings, in terms of your experience, like something to sum up in the closing.
I think even when in moments where it feels like you're stuck and there's no movement and nothing can change and there's no solution, just being open to trying something and then finding that it doesn't just help, it's transformative, is no short of a miracle.
So basically just being open, right? That's what you're pointing out. Just be open and not assuming anything in our preconceived notions. Already have an empty cup and see what the universe has to fill it with. Is that what you are pointing at?
Yeah, be open.
Wonderful. Wow. And I just want to say that it's been really like a pleasure to be able to share the things that I know, and also got to learn few things that you shared during our interaction. When I was talking about Ayurveda and things like that, I remember you were still sharing, just like you shared today, about the tongue and about the alignment of the heart. So it has been a pleasure and honor, and to see you grow as well in terms of your learnings. And I know how caring you are, how much care you give to people. And it has been an honor and pleasure to work with you. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to play this role of a coach. And of course, our friendship is valued. I hope to continue to grow with you in the coming years. Thank you so much. Thank you for your time again today. Thank you. Namaste.